I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, in this video we are going to learn how to draft a perfect sleeve pattern, the sleeve pattern that works. Okay, thank you guys. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. Thank you. All right, so these are the measurements. These are the measurements we need in order to draft this sleeve pattern. We need our sleeve length, bicep circumference, elbow circumference, and the waist circumference. So this is a standard measurement for cap height for different bicep circumference. So we are also going to need it. You need your tape rule, your pattern master, curve ruler, and marker. All right guys, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is to mark 2 inches from the edge of my paper. So I'm using markers so that you can see clearly what I'm doing. So the first thing you are going to do is to mark 2 inches. 2 inches from the edge of your paper. And I'm going to connect an horizontal line. Okay, so from this point you mark your sleeve length. So the sleeve length I'm working with is 24 inches. So I'm marking 24 inches all the way. So you connect with an horizontal line. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do right away is to connect these 2 lines with a vertical line. A vertical line is a line that goes like this, while a horizontal line is a line that goes like this. Okay, so I'm simply going to find the midpoint of the paper I'm working with so that this line can be straight as possible. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do right now is to get my bicep line. So since I'm working with the bicep of 12 inches, it falls on this number. So I'm going to use the cap height that follows with it. So the cap height I'm going to work with now is 5.5. So I'm marking 5.5 from the starting point of our sleeve. I'm going to connect this line with an horizontal line. And this will serve as our bicep line. So this is our wrist line. The next thing we are going to get is our elbow line. So to get your elbow line, measure what you have from this point to this point. So I have 18.48, and we are getting the midpoint of 18.48 is simply 9 to 8. Then from this point, just come up by 1/2 inch. Okay, this will serve as your elbow line. So measure it all the way to connect a straight horizontal line. So this will serve as our elbow line. Okay, so you can even cross check if this match with what you measured. For me, it's matched. My elbow length is 14 and this method also works. Just get the midpoint of your bicep line and the wrist line, come up by ½ inch. That's your elbow line. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do right now is to input our bicep circumference on the bicep line, elbow circumference on the elbow line, and wrist circumference on the waist line. So the bicep circumference I'm working with is 12 inches. So I'm going to divide this 12 inches by 2, place 1 here and place 1 here. So 12 inches divided by 2 is 6. So I'm placing 6 on both sides of the bicep line. Okay. So on the elbow line, I also did the same thing. The elbow I'm working with is 11 inches. 11 divided by 2 is 5.5. So I'm placing 5.5 on both sides of the line. So on the wrist line, you also divide your wrist circumference by 2. The wrist I'm working with is 9 inches. 9 inches divided by 2 is 4.5. So I'm placing 4.5 on each side of the line. So the next thing I'm going to do is to connect it. Okay. So the next thing we're going to work on is our bicep line. So we are connecting these points like so. Okay, so this is the front and this is the back. Okay, so you can choose any side that is suitable for you to be the front or to be the back. So we are going to work on the front first. Okay, so the first thing you are going to do is to get the midpoint of from here to here. You get the midpoint. I have 8 to 8 here, so the midpoint should be 418. Okay, so from this point, come in by 4/8, that is 0.5 inch, and connect a new line. So this new line is what we are going to be working with. Okay, now measure the middle point of this point to this point. I have 218 as the middle point. You may also measure the middle point of these 2 points. So here I have 2 in. So from this point, go out by 0.625, that is 5/8. Okay, then from this point, come in by 0.3, that is here. So get your curve ruler, then connect it. So connect these 3 points first. Okay, adjust your ruler so that it can match. After that, you flip your ruler to connect these 3 points. Okay, so we are done with our front arm side. You can also call it front armhole. Okay, so for this side, just get the midpoint of these 2 points. So the midpoint is 418. Okay, so from that midpoint, go out by 0.5 inches. Then connect a new line. So this new line is what we are going to be working with. Okay, so find the midpoint of these 2 points and also find the midpoint of these 2 points. Okay, so from this point, go out by 0.625, that is 5/8. From this point, come in by 0.375, that is 3/8. Now it's time to connect. So just connect these 3 points first. Adjust your ruler to match up with that 3 points first. Okay. Then you flip your ruler like this to connect these 3 points. So this is our back hand side and this is our front hand side. So we are basically done with this sleeve. What we are going to do is to add 0.5 inches, 0.5 inch on the cap height. Then at the side you add 1 inch, and at the sleeve length you add 0.5 inch. Okay guys, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, share it to your friends. This is a perfect sleeve pattern. It works very well, and we are also going to use this sleeve pattern for subsequent tutorials. Thank you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.